Hey guys, welcome back to Civil Raja, your gateway to future. So guys, I am Engineer Romshu Raja Babu, your trusted building consultant and a professional trainer in civil engineering. Today we are going to address a very important topic in civil engineering portion, and that is the reasons for the settlement of foundation. So in my previous video, I have already talked about what are the symptoms of settlement of foundation, but today we will dive deeper into this one, and we will talk about the reasons behind the settlement of foundation. And don't worry if you don't know anything about it, because I will keep it as simple as possible. So basically, I have pointed out 8 different regions, and I will take you to my screen where I will show you all those 8 regions. So the first region is uneven bearing capacity of soil. So you can say we have different soils in different areas. Like in some areas we have the sandy soil, in some areas we have the black cotton soil, and in some areas we have the different soil categories in between them. So imagine the soil as a support system for your building. If the soil beneath the foundation has varying strength, some areas might not be able to carry the load of the building as well as others. This uneven bearing capacity can lead to the foundation settlements. So it is possible that in a particular area you are having just one type of the soil. Like suppose we are talking about this soil, okay, this brownish soil that you are talking about. Uh, but it has different bearing capacity at different portions beneath the building. So what will happen? In some portion of the building, the soil may settle. In the other portions, it will not settle. And that will lead to the differential settlement of the building. Okay, I want to show you one more thing, like a live example. So you can see this is the Leaning Tower of Pisa. I think all of you know this one, and this is an example of differential settlement. So even the settlements are of different types. Like sometimes the all the area beneath the building settles evenly. Like every uh, portion of the building will settle by, let's say, half inch. Okay, let's say that. So it is settling by half inch. So what will happen? This will lead to the settlement of the building there, but this will not harm the structural stability of the building. Okay, at least not in a uh, markable way, or not in a harmful way. Okay, so, but if there is some kind of differential settlement like this one, in case of Leaning Tower of Pisa, you can see like one side has not settled, one side is static, or the soil beneath the structure is holding that, but the other side, the right side of the picture, is showing the settlement in the foundation, right? So this is called as differential settlement, and this is very harmful for the structure. This may cause to cracks in the structure also. Okay, now let's jump to the next region. So the next region can be the different loads on different parts of foundation. As you can see, buildings are dynamic structure, and sometimes the weight of loads are different on different parts, can vary. Like in this situation, you can see we have more height over here, and in, I guess, the dead load and the live loads were much more in this side of the building. So it settled in the backyard portion, but it didn't settle in the front portion, which leads to the failure of the building. And it happens more in the factories, where heavy equipments are put on one side of the buildings and the other area is kind of empty, so it settles from one side. Okay, so this may cause failure of the building. Now, next is the varying groundwater table height. So you can see we can have an, like we can purchase a land where our the groundwater table is varying, and the question is, what is groundwater table? So the groundwater table refers to the level at which the water saturates the soil. If it fluctuates, like during the heavy rains or flooding, the soil's abilities to support the foundation can change, causing settlement. Okay. The next is the compressible foundation soil. Okay. So some soil types like the clay can easily compress under the weight of the soil or weight of the building, When this happens, the foundation sinks and settles unevenly. However, I couldn't find an image where I had just this portion of soft compressible soil, but you can I will explain you this image also. So you can see wherever we have the soft compressible soil, we usually go for the pile foundation and we dig till we find the hard incompressible layer. Okay, suppose this pile is not coming till this layer, or we are going for a isolated foundation or the raft foundation or any other foundation apart from this underrimmed piles. Okay, then what will happen if this pile, even if this pile is there and this is ending in soft compressible soil, then this may compress the soil, which can lead to the failure of the foundation. Okay, so whenever we are constructing our building, we must make it sure that we are digging so deep that it reaches the hard incompressible layer of the soil. Okay, now the another region of foundation failure is the expansive soil. So expansive soil such as black cotton soil can swell significantly when they absorb water and shrinks when they dry out. The volume change can cause the foundation to move and lead to settlement. So you can see this is kind of soil that we will find in our fields normally. So the government is also saying that we should not construct any building in the field agricultural land, because the agricultural land holds the black cotton soil and the expansiveness of the soil is very much over there. Okay, expansion of the soil is very much like you can see whenever there is a summer, you will find the cracks in the soil. So same thing will happen beneath the ground level also, and these cracks will actually take an shape of a void in the ground, and if there will be some kind of void beneath the foundation, and there is a constant load of the building that is being spreaded to the soil by the foundation, so obviously this foundation will settle and that may lead to failure of the structure. Okay, now let's go for another thing over here. So this was expansive soil. After that, the another region is the vibration. If your building is located near a source of vibration, like factory with heavy machinery or the railway tracks, the constant shaking can affect the foundation stabilities over time. That means you can see the waves will be created like this, and that will lead to the rearrangement of the soil particles beneath your foundation, and which may lead to the failure of the structure, or you can say the settlement of the foundation. Okay, the next thing is, okay, earthquakes and floods. So you can see wherever we have the natural disasters like the earthquakes and the floods, that can be catastrophic for foundation. The ground movement during the earthquake and the water pressure during the floods can cause a severe settlement issues. Like you can see during the rainy season, we have this flood situation, and once this flood will be gone, and after that, what will happen? This actually during the flood also, uh, the voids in the soil will be filled up, okay, by the water, and when there will be a surplus water in the soil, then what will happen? It will shrink, and if the soil beneath the foundation is shrinking, then obviously it will lead to the settlement of the foundation. Okay, the next is the earthquake. So you can see earthquake is a lateral load, and it creates a lots of vibration, and that also affects the building. So whenever the building fails like this, that happens because of the settlement of the foundation. So this thing is not affecting the superstructure directly, but it is affecting the substructure, and it leads to the failure of superstructure like this. Okay, then comes the eighth region, which is underground mining and excavation. So construction activities such as underground mining or excavation near a building can disturb the soil and affect the foundation stability. So it means suppose we have a building just above this ground, and we have this underground mining going on. So obviously the soil structure will be disturbed, Okay, and that may lead to the settlement and eventually the failure of the building. This is not restricted to this level only. Okay, obviously, this can happen even if you are you have constructed a building, okay, and just beside your building someone else has just started his construction, and now he has just started excavating the land, and he has excavated the land uh, like uh, more than the depth of your foundation. Okay, so obviously the soil beneath the foundation will be disrupted, and that may also lead to the settlement of that foundation. Okay, so that can also be a reason, and I guess you have a lot of reasons now why the foundation are settling, and there are a few more, but these are minimalistic or rare regions. And in the next video I will cover what you can do if the foundation has already settled, or you can say what are the remedies of foundation settlement. So if you want to know that, then you have to do a simple thing. You have to simply hit on the subscribe button and press the bell icon, so that whenever I'm uploading a video you are notified about that. And if you are new to the channel and haven't subscribed yet, so obviously I would request you to uh, like um, subscribe this. And if you have found this video informative, then hit the like button, share this with your friends and colleagues, and we will meet in the next video. Till then, stay tuned to Civil Raja and keep learning. Thank you, guys.